Hey 7th graders, to this second third we are going to compare and contrast people, places, animals, and things. When we want to talk about similarities and differences, we can use adjectives in their comparative forms. For example, Max is taller than Judy. You are more intelligent than me. Or we can use not as adjective as her hair is as long as mine. This one is not as interesting as his first book. Remember that not as interesting as means less interesting than. We can also use expressions like different from, similar to, and the same as. She's very different from her sister. They're very different. Sri Lankan food is similar to Indian food. They're similar. Andrew is the same age as Lily. Their ages are the same. We use same with nouns. We can modify comparative adjectives to show that there is a big difference between things. Sales in July were much higher than sales in June. She's a lot taller than you. This one's far more expensive than the blue one. We can also say that things are completely or totally different from each other. They may be twins, but they're completely different from each other. We can show there is a small difference. Sales in August were slightly lower than sales in July. More examples. You are a bit younger than me. These are not much more expensive than those. We can show that there is no difference or almost no difference. For example, he is exactly the same age as me, no difference. The figures for December are more or less the same as the figures for November, a tiny difference. So let's work on the lesson below to go in depth about adjectives, comparatives, and superlatives. Click on Compare and Contrast lesson.